The chair now recognizes the gentleman from New Mexico.
Mr. Chair, this legislation is critical to our national security, and I want to thank Representative Dan Lipinski and Chairman Bart Gordon for their leadership. We have made some incredible advancements in the use of technology in the 21st century. And with much of our nation's public and private commerce taking place on the Internet, defending our cyberspace from cyber criminals and cyber terrorism has never been more vital to our national security. In central New Mexico, Sandia National Laboratories dedicated roughly $20 million last year to this very cause. Sandia has also created a program to train our future workforce by working directly alongside Sandia researchers to secure systems and examine attack modes. Sandia National Labs is a leader in defensive cybersecurity research and development for our nation's intelligence community and has been home to countless high-level security advancements. For decades, national laboratories across the nation have worked to protect their own data and networks from intrusion. Of necessity, they have developed expertise in cryptography as well as sophisticated techniques to detect and thwart cyber attacks. This amendment simply includes our national labs as contributing stakeholders to the Strategic Management Plan for Cybersecurity Research. Including our national labs and utilizing their cybersecurity expertise is critical to keeping our nation's cyberspace secure, and I would urge my colleagues to support this amendment. I reserve the balance of my time, Mr. Chair.
The gentleman reserves the balance of his time. And for what purpose does the gentleman from Texas rise?
Mr. Chairman, I rise to claim time in opposition to this amendment, although I'm not opposed to it.
Without objection, the gentleman from Texas is recognized for up to 5 minutes.
And let me say, Mr. Chairman, I believe this is our last amendment, and I want to commend the chairman for his perseverance through 25 amendments here today. This amendment simply adds national laboratories to the list of stakeholders that the administration should engage in developing its strategic plan for R&D. I think it's a good idea. I urge support and urge my colleagues to support it. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The chair applauds the perseverance of the gentleman from Texas. The gentleman yields back. The gentleman from New Mexico.
I would simply urge my colleagues to support and yield to my colleague from Illinois.
The gentleman from Illinois.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Mr. Heinrich for working with the committee on his amendment language. I have visited Sandia. We also have great work going on in my own backyard at Argonne National Lab on cybersecurity. A lot of great work going on in all of our labs and contributing so much behind the scenes of things that we don't see. So I want to thank Mr. Heinrich for his amendment. I urge my colleagues to support it. But in closing on our last amendment here, I also would like to thank Mr. McCall for all of his work. This is the way the American people want to see us work together, Democrats and Republicans. We work very well together on the Science and Technology Committee. It's an important issue that impacts people in their everyday lives. The amount of time that all of us spend on the Internet, the vulnerabilities that are out there. Hopefully, through this work, I know that we can really make things better, make the Internet more secure, so we have fewer problems with attacks, not just on the government, but on individuals.